Again, that protest scheduled to start in the next hour. At the same time, City Council plans to hear from people upset about police using tear gas to break up the protests last week.
That meeting is set to begin at 5:30 at the Huntsville City Hall. Way 31's Alexis Scott asked the organizer of tonight's protest what changes he would like to see.
I know that hasn't helped in the past, but if we continue to peacefully protest, it'll show that we're coming out here and doing our part, and that is not, the problem isn't on us.
Brendan Lewis organized Thursday's protest to help force police reform. We've seen several protests in North Alabama since police killed George Floyd last month in Minneapolis, and Lewis hopes it creates change.
There's something in the air that's different about this one, and I feel like this is going to be the final push and that we're actually really going to get things done this time.
As protesters take the streets on Thursday, Huntsville City Council plans on talking about how police ended 2 protests last week with tear gas. And one board member wants to create an independent review board. They all want to hear from police and protesters about what did and did not happen last week. Lewis plans on making his voice heard, protesting on the streets and talking to council members in the meeting.
It does give me hope that people are trying to hold the police accountable, but it's just about going through with those steps. It looks nice, but we have to actually go through with those steps and actually make that change.
Lewis told me he knows there have been several protests and there will possibly be several more until change is made here in Huntsville and across the state of Alabama. Reporting in Huntsville, Alexis Scott, Way 31 News.